Here we near the end of the year, where the days get shorter, but the winters get warmer, and all chaos falls into order. I think the last two were supposed to be switched, but it didn't rhyme that way. They keep me and 6 identical clones in a temperature-controlled room in the basement behind 3 locks, and they only pull one of us out when they need to answer, "What is a woman?" Man, what a weird year. I guess every year that you live is a weird year. You and all of your experience have seen the way time's hands replace petty annoyances with newness born out of the trajectories of what has already been. Paper cuts heal and wounds scar over, protected yet tender. What remains is a much bigger, deeper injury, too great to consider all at once, so it looms perpetually in the background. A fundamental brokenness, and you wonder if it comes from within you. You wonder where you could have invented such an idea, but that's enough about you. Lately, the last couple weekends, I've been turning my apartment upside down, because when there's a mess in my head, it feels good to return to the tangible world and organize the items in my physical space. I always feel like I'm behind, like I'm running out of time and losing my mind. I find a lot of people feel this way regardless of their age or where they're at. No definition as to what they're behind, just life, I guess. And this general conception that another person with superhuman competence in your position with all of the constraints that you're under would be theoretically ahead of you. I wonder about what happens when you actually find yourself at the right place at the right time. Would you even know it? Does the world stop for you? How long does it last? Every point that I've ever reached, while maybe punctuated with feelings of pride and accomplishment, have always been followed with this sense of longing and lack. And I wonder if we're all moths doomed to forever chase the North Star. Miss Chickens asks, are there any celebrities that you're currently obsessed with? Lately I've been so into the pop girlies, like Olivia, Sabrina, Chapel. She keeps teasing her new album and I want it to be out so badly. I just recently listened to The Subway and it's so good. And then another song just came out, The Giver, which is not technically out yet, so it's like I'm doomed to listen to it on YouTube forever until it comes out. But and then Marina also vaguely teased her new album, like just she tweeted album 6, and I'm so here for it. I loved Ancient Dreams in a Modern Land. Like, I actually haven't, I should listen to that whole album. I've only listened to a couple. I'm a fake Marina fan. I was listening to a lot of Marina actually. Gosh, I miss her because her poetry book just came out. Oh my gosh. And it just came, hold on, BRB. Look at her. It's so pretty. I pre-ordered this and immediately canceled the order the second that she announced that she was doing signed copies. Sorry, I forgot I was talking in here. But I know that like sometimes when celebrities say like signed copies, sometimes they have people just helping them sign it. So I wonder if she actually signed it. I'm just gonna believe that Miss Marina touched this book, just like she's touched my heart. Anyways, I'm obsessed with Marina and I love her. And also, I just want to talk about Chapel Roan more because I feel like she is the celebrity that I became obsessed with. Like, I don't really get obsessed over celebrities, but I only started listening to her this year. I just love the clips of her, like, yelling at the paparazzi. You shut the fuck up! Good for her. I love her. Did you have any imaginary friends growing up? Yes, kind of. So I always loved Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
It's hot in Topeka.
And I feel like when you're a kid growing up, the concept of imaginary friends is like part of the mythology of being a child. I always like was obsessed with the idea of imaginary friends, but my imaginary friends weren't like, I didn't make them up. Like they were just characters from things that I liked. So Yugi was my imaginary friend, Link was my imaginary friend, all of the Mew Mews were my imaginary friends. Can you show us a favorite doodle of yours? I don't think I really have a favorite doodle. I love all of my doodles. Sketchbook 1, oh my gosh, she's so cute. I miss her. I really like these because these are just, they're very early and some of them I look at, I'm like, these kind of slay a little bit. A lot of them were like references I followed on Pinterest. A little preview of Sketchbook 4. I'm so excited. I don't think I'm going to get through any of my goals this year. I'm just realizing, like I said I was going to finish 5 books. I finished 0 books. I was going to finish and also record sketchbook tour number 4. I've got like basically the same amount of pages left to go in it that I did before. So I don't know what happened there. But anyway, You know, life gets in the way sometimes. But I've got some fun little doodles in here. Let's see. So I really enjoy these pages, mostly just because of the colors. Like I like this pink-blue situation going on. Here I just drew my entertainment center. And then a lot of the times I just do these little like, I don't know, I don't even know what to call them. They're like little doodle stories. Like I just start and then, you know, try to create shapes and maybe stories, you know, creatures. Who knows what that is? I don't know. That just came out of my little tiny mind. Um, oh, I really like this little self-portrait doodle. It's so cute. I love this. I also started putting like little dots in between my eyes and all of my self-portraits because of my little cherry angiomnia that it just appeared there one day. There she is. Oh my gosh. She's so cute. I love her, actually. I like this drawing here. I don't know, Monkey Paw, maybe this isn't what I wanted. And I like this doodle right here. It says, Kuroneko dansu ga hajimaru yo. Which are lyrics from my favorite Japanese kids song, which goes a little something like this. Lastly, you ask, is God real? Yes. And she's black. I would say that I believed in God or the concept of God for pretty much most of my life, from when I had my faith to when I lost my faith, and in the time in between when I was figuring out what I believed in. I just like the idea of an entity that is responsible for the birth of creation. I think that there's something to that, and I'd love to explore my thoughts on that more. I'm still perpetually just a work in progress as a person, which is fine because you are allowed to spend your entire life learning about yourself, which is so sick, honestly. Like, that's awesome. If I had to wake up tomorrow and accurately answer a questionnaire about exactly who I am, otherwise all the dolphins would go extinct, that would suck for dolphins. But luckily that is merely a hypothetical born out of my mind just now. Ember McLean asks, what makes you feel inspired? I feel inspired when I crack an egg and a little bit of the eggshell gets into the egg, and then I have to fish out the eggshell with the eggshell to get the eggshell out of my egg. I feel inspired when I post a YouTube video and a bunch of cute girls leave comments on it. I am an entity. Oh no, my lights! I feel inspired when I'm in the middle of recording and then my lights turn off.
I am an entity which consumes reality through what sensory inputs are available to me, taking the information and morphing it through layers of interpretation built from my aggregate experiences, honing my crafts and shaping my beliefs until I mother another creation tied to the histories of all that came before me and all that will be without me.
Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna end this since all my lights are dead. I just want to endlessly thank everyone for all of the feedback and comments, and thank you so much for all the Q&A questions. This was really fun to record, so if you have more questions that you want to be folded into one of my videos, and just leave them, and I'd love to keep doing this. Everyone's starting a podcast. Everyone has a podcast now. In 2025, your mom is starting a podcast. And I'm kind of over it. Like, I think I'm a little over it. So I'm gonna stop calling these my podcasts now. This is gonna be my variety show. Welcome to my YouTube variety show. Anyways, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone!